Okay.
Good evening, beloved mighty companions, and welcome to this holy light circle. Let's just go ahead and pause for a moment and focus on the light within, the divine light of being. So the desire that we're looking at tonight is the desire to be right.
Yes.
That actually rhymes. Nice. So let's just first admit that we have a desire to be not at peace. So Jesus, we have a desire to be not at peace. What miracles would you have us perform? And what would you have us see about this? um, I just hear that we should admit to the desire and ask Jesus if we have it. Do we have the desire to be right?
Yes, I admit I have this desire.
Yeah.
I don't think Renee does. She didn't admit it.
I did.
Oh.
I didn't hear her. She's good to go.
All right. Well, you can hang around still. All right, Jesus, can you help us get in touch with the relishing of this desire to be right?
What I'm hearing is that I want to be right over God. I want to be right and prove God wrong. Like I know what's best for me.
Yeah, I hear Jesus say, God, the reality, not God, the idea we have in our mind about God.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to be right over the idea I have in my mind about God.
Exactly. Yeah, I see that. I hear it's only an attempt, but we make the attempt seem real. Yeah. That's where the mental torture comes in, the kerfuffle. So yeah, let's get in touch with the relishing here, Jesus. Come on.
It's a demand. I demand to be right.
Right.
Mhm.
Because that's happiness.
I wonder if anyone's ever named themselves right. Like, hello, my name's right.
WRIGHT, maybe.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, back to yeah, it comes from
The relishing of the desire to be right.
well, I
as
just
you-
heard that being right is part of it, but being right about me. Like whatever that is. I don't even really know, but
I just want to be right. I love it. Somehow that's what it's all about, being right.
can we get some clarity on what the heck that means? Jesus, please. I'm looking and
Well, what I was hearing is it's just like that seeking mechanism. It's just seeking for
yeah,
something,
right.
so that it's just like a seeking.
Oh, there she is. Good. Gita. Welcome, Julie. Hi, Gita. Welcome.
Hi.
You want to tell them what desire we're looking at? Okay, they may know.
Oh, tonight we're looking at the desire to be right. So we're just asking Jesus to get help us to get in touch with the relishing.
And I was sharing a minute ago that I want to be right over God. I want to be right more than God, or
Over God. More than God. Yeah, I like, okay, that makes more sense. Thanks. Like, I want to be number one. I don't want to be number two. Yeah.
Someone's unmuting me.
Yeah, I unmuted you.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, so the way this works is when you hear something, just say it. Say what you're hearing from Jesus. It's all about just speaking what we're hearing within.
Oh, nice. Okay. So this is not the The things that normally Kate does at night.
No, this is joining to look at a desire. And we do it for about 40 minutes. Kay's on tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, I looked what I don't know who was just saying that he wanted to be number one and not number two.
Mm.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good one
I
to
was
look
just, yeah, I was just saying that. Well, Mary said, we want to be over God, right? Something like that.
I want to be right more than, yeah, over God. I'm right and God's wrong. I know what's best
Right.
for me.
Okay. And that's flipped. I hear that's flipped.
Okay,
I'm
we're
sorry, I'm
getting
at the
an echo.
airport. I'm at the airport. That's why I was muted.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I almost fell. Okay. Are you hearing anything, Renee?
I was hearing we could look at the value that we're getting out of it. Just see,
Oh
and
yeah.
just go deeper with it and see what's, where it's heaven. Where am I getting heaven out of being right?
Right.
Or thinking it's heaven to be right over
Mm.
God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We bought into the superhero story. We want to be the superheroes of the story.
Oh, superhero story. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm right, I'm superior.
It
But if I was, never mind.
feels like really wanting to be right about death.
Yeah.
That flip, it's like death is cherished.
Yeah, that word I heard sought after
Mm-hmm.
as a source of liberation, an illusory source of liberation. Yeah. In other words, not salvation.
But it's so funny how we pretend we are really afraid of it. But in reality, we want it. We want death.
Mhm.
Is this like I need to ask Jesus, like this wanting is like in my loins, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah. In my cockles.
Yeah, that's being right is death. Being right over God is death.
Yeah, that's pretty high up there spiritually. Right now, I just relish being right. And I don't think God knows what's best for me. I don't see it as death yet. At least I'm not, I can say it, but to really be here now with that.
Oh, right. Yeah. To actually like have knowledge of that truth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it like the way it's shown to me as death of the light, not necessarily death of any idea, or
Oh,
not an idea, but just like death of the awareness of light.
Yeah, but that all
Right.
sounds conceptual to me. It's like, what is Jesus telling me right now about my experience of being right, my desire, my love of being right?
right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back to seeing what Mary speaks about. Like, I want to see how much this desire to be right, like, runs my life.
Yeah, it seems to just, it's fear, pain, suffering, and death. And
Right.
how those are cherished.
I just like the arrogance of it. I'm right, you're wrong. Ha ha. There's a lot of arrogance in being right, thinking I'm right, or wanting to be right.
The desire to be right, the reward is you get to be right. Yeah, I see what you mean. The reward of the desire to be right is I get to be right.
Yeah, and it seems like heaven or safety. If
Right,
I'm
right.
right, I'm safe.
Yeah,
You can't get me if I'm right.
I can see why there's a like the only way it is a miracle, because like the only way through this is a miracle, because the ego is kind of like slippery or something. If I go, okay, I'm going to believe that I'm the most supreme person and that I'm right about everything, it somehow changes shape again. Like it's like a shapeshifter. Yeah,
Hmm.
It's like a tango. Mhm.
yeah. There's a dance, like it seems to be a dance happening. Yeah. They avoid dance.
Avoid dance.
Jesus, can we go deeper with the relishing of this desire? Like really listen to what you're telling us and speak it.
Yeah. Yeah, what's below our current level of awareness? I heard like that all I'm ever trying to do is not exist, because then I could stop being right.
I'll say that again.
I heard that all I'm ever trying to do is not exist, because then I could stop being right. Like there's a belief that if I could make myself go away, then I wouldn't have to deal with this need to be right.
But I relish being right. Love it.
Yeah, it's like I want to be right about there not being a miracle for this.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really I feel that. Yeah, I think I'm seeing the death wish more like directly right now.
So relishing this desire is taking you to the death wish?
Yeah, but all I'm seeing about the death wish is the desire to not be here, like the desire to not exist. And the desire to not exist is there so the ego can keep the miracle from being the reality. Like it is trying to tell us that the only way to stop being right is to die.
Hmm.
The only way to be happy is to be right.
To be right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
My happiness depends on being right.
That is so upside down. I mean, geez, I can even think back on moments of like,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to call you on that. Let's stick with the relishing, and I don't want to get into stories.
you're right, because what I was gonna say was is in this moment. So there's no need to, yeah, I get it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Are we releasing or holding?
I think we're releasing because I just told Mary she's right.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing the relishing of it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just get down like in there and try to like remain silent and just feel it.
Yeah, he's asking me, what does being right get me?
A big headache.
False security.
The belief that there is pain in God.
Yeah, I was hearing like an indulgence and I deserve suffering. I deserve death.
Oh, yeah.
How does that come from being right?
It's like deserving it is wanting to prove that I'm right. You know, I deserve it.
Yeah, it's like the fuel that motivates it. Like, I am right, therefore I deserve to bring suffering upon myself. Like, attack thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is that in the thinking that I deserve to be right, there's a lot of fighting and judgment and war and everything else, because I'm right and somebody else has got to be wrong. So it's like always attack and defense.
Yeah, it's the opposite of right-mindedness, as I've heard David say, and perhaps in the course as well.
So being right or needing to be right, the desire to be right brings with it a lot of anxiety and fear.
It's propping up something. It's like trying to prop something up. Yeah, I feel a miracle coming because I can even hear the ego like kind of be like maintenance, 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 maintenance. Like it's like maintain, you got to maintain something, like make sure that it doesn't fall apart. And that's not God. That's 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 not infinite light.
And the golem of wanting to be right, just, oh, that's like my treasure.
Yeah. Yeah. Does the light need to be right?
No, just me.
Yeah.
I need to be right.
I.
The I needs to be right. It's like there's something I have to protect. I really want to protect. And then what's underneath that? It's really a choice. What I'm hearing is a choice for weakness. Like I'm always attack and defend.
Play as weakness. Yeah. Littleness.
Not as a
Yeah.
concept, but it's like it leaves me feeling vulnerable. I've always got to be right or attack, defend.
Yeah. I can feel the golem. It's like a withered creature that's just kind of like, yeah, it's very weak. Like it's using all of its effort to try to continue this, but it's weak.
Trying to prove something. Yeah.
It's beaten down. Yeah.
It's like there's a part of my mind that wants to think that being right is strength. And yet what I'm hearing is that there's then the experience always of a defend and attack. And then there's constant upset and lack of peace.
Oh, because it's always looking for something to be right about too. But the root of it, the reason that it does that is because the root of it is still there. Yeah. I'm right that it's raining outside. Like, anyway. Should we do light check?
Yeah, I think there's more relishing to look at here. Yeah. Certainly always, light check is always helpful. And yet, we want to just make sure, Jesus, is there more relishing to look at, more relishing at being right? Being right.
I hear yes. Yeah. But I also hear we're on the verge of a miracle for this one. Yeah.
What I'm hearing now is that I would kill. There's a part of my mind that would kill to be right.
Oh yeah.
That's getting down there.
Right. seeing the insanity. It's like,
Well, it's just recognizing that there's a part of my mind that would kill to be right.
right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like, yeah, we can say it's insane, but just acknowledge that it's there.
Right, right. Not trying
And it
to
comes up
candy
all
coat
day
it or anything.
long. Yeah.
Well, why don't we just ask Jesus, is there a part of our mind that would kill to be right?
Mhm.
I heard
Yes.
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 Yeah.
And we try to coat it over in face of innocence and, oh no, I would never have the desire to kill to be right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's saying, I hear him say that the ego tries to tell us that by looking at this, it's going to be an explosion of drama, but it's actually the opposite.
Yeah, you'll die if you look.
Right. You're going to get in big trouble. With who? God? You know? Yeah. So.
Yeah, what I was hearing is like, along with the death wish, it's just like really wanting a body identification. And
Really wanting to be right about being a body.
mhm.
I have to ask Jesus something about that. Jesus is wanting to be right about being a body similar to needing there to be colors on the screen.
I'm hearing to go back to the deep relishing. Jesus,
Okay.
show us the depth
Yeah.
of this desire and how much we really relish it, how subtle it is about, everything. Yeah, I would kill my brother to be right.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that was what you meant when you said it. Yeah. The ego, it doesn't seem to be as concerned about removing self as it does about removing someone else.
Say that again.
Oh, I was just hearing that the ego doesn't seem to be as concerned about removing oneself as it does about someone else. Like, so it really tries to hide that truth with self-attack.
Yeah, and it's like this denial that I need help. Like not seeing, or like the um like there's some like an impulsive, or well, let's see, like a insistence that I don't need help, that everything's okay.
Insistence there. Yeah.
Yep. I'm managing. Okay. It's manageable. It's almost like a idea that it can be managed.
Yeah. Yeah. Without God. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing that is the desire to be right and look good, not want anybody to see that, oh, well, maybe I'm not right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, because it has to, yeah, do protection for that damage control. Yeah.
And then not taking responsibility for the mind.
Right.
And it's like being very, very careful about what I
Admit,
yeah, it's like really wanting to protect that
Right.
idea that I don't need help.
yeah, it's really protecting the personal, the image we have of ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let anybody see that I'm not right. I don't have it together.
Yeah.
I hear from Jesus that when we think of the word help, not to isolate it to like to let it be our brother and God. Does that make sense?
Yeah, not judging the form of the help.
Yeah. Don't judge the form of the help. Exactly. Yeah, I
But
feel
if
a big
I'm right,
release
I
in that.
do.
Yeah.
If I think I'm right, then I do judge the form of the.
Right. Yeah.
I judge everything if I have to be right, because somebody's got to decide who's right and who's wrong. So I'm
Right.
going to judge.
Yeah, like in the film The Shack, how he said that he was gonna be the judge, and she's like, okay.
And then she showed him pictures
Yeah.
of his father's childhood, or
Right.
yeah.
Not so easy now. Yeah. So yeah, that shows both sides of what you were just talking about, Mary, because it's like judging and also like keeping the image a certain way. Yeah.
And I think underneath all of that is huge anxiety, because we recognize we don't really know
Right.
but we feel like we have to defend to death being right.
I can hear that the ego is sort of shouting like underneath everything, sort of like, who put this here? Like, get this thing out of here. How come it won't go away? Like, but then underneath that, it actually kind of enjoys it. Like,
Yeah, I was hearing like the pleasure
yeah.
in the anxiety.
Mhm.
Really relishing the pleasure of that.
Yeah, it's like a guilt dance. Like,
The desire to be right, I'm hearing, also has to do with control, wanting to control everything.
Right.
So I can be right. That's kind of speaking to what you were talking about, Renee, where you don't want to take help because you want to appear to have everything under control.
Yeah, that I need to ask Jesus, like, are we ready for a miracle in this? Because I'm really seeing where this has kept me stuck now.
Yeah, Jesus, am I ready to see that being right is not getting me what I think it's getting me? There's another way to see this. I'm ready to consider that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just heard ask for me to help you change your mind. Yeah, I just heard I will forgive this and it will disappear.
Yeah, there's my ego is squawking because it's saying if I give up being right, then I'm so vulnerable.
Yeah.
I'm so vulnerable to attack. Because I'm so used to in being right, I'm so used to defense and attack. It's so addicted to it.
Yeah. I need Jesus to show me the truth of how defenselessness is my greatest strength. Or my only strength. Yeah, my only strength. Oh yeah, when I think I'm right, hard to be in a state of open-hearted defenselessness.
So I'm ready to consider that there's a better way of seeing this than trying to be right all the time.
Yeah. I don't even want to be right on what being right is.
So Jesus,
Seeing
are
that
we
I
ready?
don't. Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. Jesus, are we ready for a miracle on this, or is there more relishing, or are we complete for now? We are over the time limit.
Yeah, I hear we're good for now. Just to abide in the light of the willingness to see anything he would show us about this. But it feels much, much lighter. Yeah. What about for you, Renee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just I was just looking at the efforting and wanting to be right about it being difficult. And so I'm just kind of sitting with that it's,
This might sound kind of funny, but
yeah.
I heard that we need to be like Bruce Lee about it. Like we need to be like Kung Fu master about it. Like just let Jesus be the Kung Fu master, you know? Like just say no to the ego. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And everyone for joining us, and have a wonderful evening. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Bye.